Hello, everybody. This is Sarfaraz Khan from IELTS Pals once again, and hope everybody is doing well. And today, the purpose of this video is to let you know something about the writing components. And writing components is basically the integral part of any competitive exams, no matter you are taking IELTS examinations, no matter you are taking any other university examinations or any other like international examinations, even the Cambridge A levels and O levels examinations. So the writing part is one of the most integral part in the exams, in the English exams, in English language examinations. Okay, so here the writing an essay is not only a task; it is a task that should be handled with a lot of care, with a lot of you can say concentration, and with a lot of proficiencies. Okay, so here first of all you will have to follow some sort of steps. And what sort of steps are there? Like the first step in the writing components is paraphrasing, and I'm going to let you know something about the paraphrasing like a couple of minutes later. Okay, and it is all about not just copying down the question part. It is you have to speak about the question part, but you need to use your own vocabularies. You need to use your own sentence structures, but the meaning should be exactly the same as it is given in the question. So this is basically known as paraphrasing. There are certain techniques on that. So you're going to listen that video, and you're going to, like I have explained each and everything. Maybe possible you will be having a bit like blurring sound effects with my explanation, because I have done this with the laptop here. So in advance I would like to I would like to seek all of your excuses. Okay, so anyways, the the first thing is the, like as I told you about the paraphrasing. And the second thing that I usually ask my students to do, that is a part of a concession. Concession is basically the thing that you speak your own point of view, and then you speak about what other things about the certain topic. Okay, and sometime in even in the concession, what happens, sometimes you start with the others thoughts and opinions, and then you speak up your own thoughts and opinions. Okay, so this is all about the concession. So I'm going to let you know something about it like a couple of minutes later in my explanation video. Okay, and here one thing I would like to let you know as well, and that is the using the linking words. The linking words, in other words, we called it transition words. And the list of these linking words and transition words have been given in the description below here in the video. Okay, so here these things are quite important. What is the reason behind it? These things are quite important. The reason is simply that if you would not adopt these writing structures, these written phrases, so obviously you are going to suffer a lot in your writing. Okay, so this is the first thing that I would explain to you about the linking word. The description with meanings and everything is given below in the description. And the second and the most important thing is using technical vocabularies, using academic vocabularies. In all my videos I have always focused on the vocabularies, because the vocabularies carries the most important role in English. No matter you are speaking, no matter you are writing, no matter you are writing even a short sentence, it is one of the crucial part here. Okay, so let's get started with the explanation. Okay, dear IELTS students, let's get started with the real terminologies of writing here. So, no matter you're writing an essay, you're writing for the examination, like a competitive examination, or you're writing for IELTS Task 2, or you're writing for any other test. So, these two special kind of techniques can bring a lot of improvement into your writing. Okay, so let's take a deeper look. As you can see in front of you, that's I have written the first heading, and that is the writing paraphrasing. Basically, what is paraphrasing? Paraphrasing is just the word like when you change the real word
with other words, when you change the real sentence structures with the other sentence structures, when you change the like a real aspect of the meaning into the other same aspects of the meanings, okay? And using, but the condition is what? The condition is using good vocabularies. Because as I had always told you about it, that the vocabularies plays quite an important or a crucial role in writing and speaking both, okay? Because you are obviously fighting for the comparative examination, and here the marks matter everything, okay? So anyways, let's proceed further. Here, one more important thing is that you need to use the synonyms. Like, what are synonyms? I would not go into the deeper part here, but obviously, I would ask you to guess something about the synonymic words. Like, we have the words, let's suppose, important. So, what could be the other important words, other similar words related to important? Obviously, crucial, okay, and any other words in your mind, okay? You can keep it you can give me in your comment in my comment box here. Okay, we have one word crucial, we have one word important, we have one word dire need. Okay, so these are some of the synonyms, and what is importantly synonyms all about? A similar word carries same meaning. That is known as synonym. Okay, so I would not go into the deeper of this meaning. Okay, anyways, so let's move on further. So it is quite important to use different vocabularies, changing the structures of the word or changing the words in your writing. Okay, so if your question, let's come on the question, and then we can have quite a better look here. So the question is the sample topic here. I've just taken one of the question from the IELTS writing task 2. Okay, this is just a sample topic for you, but here we would paraphrase them. How? Education is this is the question. Education is the single most important factor in the development of the country. So do you agree or disagree? Or we can say that, or what extent do you agree or disagree? So both kind of questions can be seen here. Okay, so how to paraphrase this part of the question? Obviously, paraphrase does not mean you need to just exactly copy the same sentence or the same words. Obviously, this will not carry any sort of marks. Okay, so you need to change it. How? I have used some of the words here. You can see, like the only, schooling, crucial. In other words, we have got significant, essential. Okay, and we have got elements, aspect in the terms of factor. Okay, advancement in the terms of development, and advancements or evolution in the terms of development. Or we have got the word, and we have got the word nation in the terms of country. Okay, how I am now going to paraphrase this whole sentence into different words. Here it is in front of you. The schooling is the most significant element in the advancement of any nation. Schooling, here, education, is the most, we cannot synonymize that obviously. Significant element is the most important factor, okay? In the preposition cannot be synonymized at all. So development, advancement, okay, of a nation, of a country, of any nation. So this is how it synonymized. This is how I paraphrased this into my own ways. You have many other different words. You have many other different thoughts. You may also bring a lot of variations into that. You can bring a lot of changes into that. But in order to do this, you need to have a lot of good vocabularies in your mind. So I'll let you know how to improve your vocabularies in my next segment. But here, let's move on. So the most important thing as well while writing this, in order to paraphrase it, okay, sometimes we change verbs into nouns, nouns into adjectives, okay, and ultimately it is known as word formation. Okay, and what is word formation? It is just like this. Develop, it's a verb. And if I want to convert the word develop into a noun, so I would use this development, okay? Technology is a noun and I want to convert this into adjective, so it would become technological. But here, the word formation, how to obviously how to memorize it. If you have English to English dictionaries at home, book, I'm talking about the book, okay? If you have a good English to English dictionaries at home, like we have got Longman dictionaries, we have got Cambridge dictionaries, we have got Oxford dictionaries for the students, okay? So if you have got these dictionaries at home, so open the very last page, open the very last sections of this dictionary, and you will find the heading of word formation. Here the certain formulas have been given. Just go through those formulas and you will be able to identify many of the words, and the formula would bring a lot of easiness in understanding different changes, in understanding the different formations of the different words, like verbs into nouns, nouns into adjectives, adjectives into verbs again. So there are some particular formulas in it. So I would not go into the deeper again here. So I just told you how to grab the informations from there. So you can go ahead and look into such things, okay? So the next segment comes here. It is concession, a very important thing, students, okay? Concession, what is concession? Concession, it does not mean that I am requiring some sort of concessions from my side, from any shop, for any product or anything, okay? So here the concession means, a concession is what you say what an opposite opinion is. Then you say what is your opinion. So you're giving your opinion and what other people might think. For example, here concession, in short, in easy words, we can say that the concession is basically two based opinion, right? Two-phased opinion or two-based opinion whatsoever, okay? The concession is consisted on two based opinion. One is of your own opinion and one what other people might think of it, okay? So here I have got one more, like I've got the same example here, so that like the same question as you have studied above. The education is the single most important factor in the development of the country, and by using the paraphrasing technique, we use it like the schooling is the most significant element in the advancement of any nation, okay? But I want to bring the concession, means I want to bring more improvement in my writing. I just do not want to keep myself stuck into the paraphrasing. So how I can bring much better improvement in order to make my writing in like into an excellent exposure, excellent exposure. How? Have a look at it here. Although many would agree that economy is the most important factor in the nation building, right? You're talking about other people, what other people think about it, okay? According to the topic here, according to the topic, what other people think about it, right? Although many would argue that the economy is the most important factor in the nation building, I think. So here, how to do the concessions here, right? The concession is basically, once I have written it at the above here, simply I have written like simply by using the paraphrasing, you can see that schooling is the most significant element in the advancement of any nation. But I want to bring more improvement into my writing, so I would use concessions, okay? Like, although many would agree here, although many would agree that the economy is the most important factor in the nation's building, I think education has a far greater impact, right? So this is how I use the concession. I talked about what other people think about it, then I talked about my thoughts, okay, what I think about it, in order to bring the concession, in order to bring more impressive look into my writing, right? So these are the two most important factors that you can go through, and you can adopt it in order to bring your writing a quite impressive one. Besides it, here I would like to add one more additional thing, and that is although. Although, even though, and there are so many linking words, and the linking words are also known as the transition words. The list of the transition words in the file is already given in my descriptions. You can go through that. It is quite important for your writing. It is quite important for your speaking. So if you will use these transition words, they are going to be excellent for your writing. They're going to be excellent for your speaking. So I would rather recommend you to do this, okay? And like we have got the sentence structure. You can practice many other sentence structures online. There are so many things, so many websites available for practicing the sentence structures, for practicing the sentence completion exercises. So go there and practice them all and bring a lot of improvement.
Well, students, that was the explanation that you had listened a moment ago. And here, definitely, again, I would like to seek all of your excuses for the blurring sound here, because I just you can say, explained it in my laptop, so it had some surrounding effects and something like that. Okay, so anyways, you can listen it again and again and again, and that was just a part. I again, let me tell you about it. That is just a part that I had explained you. There are certain ways to go even. Okay, so again, in the last, I would like to let you know that vocabulary. Students, improve your academic vocabularies. They are crucially important. They are direly important for all of you. If you're really looking forward for the greater marks, if you're really looking forward for the greater grades and excellent grades in your examinations. Okay, so for the next video, till then, bye bye, see you.